My Possibilities Live with your hostess with the mostest, Davis Schmetterman. Woo! Woo!
I had to force applause there. I feel like I'm losing my audience locally. Good to see you guys. Welcome back to My Possibilities Live. We're here on North Texas Giving Day to raise funds for My Possibilities. We've got an immediate update. First of all, you guys met the entire match last hour, so thank you for donating at the 9 o'clock hour. Appreciate that. On top of that, we have raised over $30,000 so far today, so that's also awesome. You get another pencil. So we've got a lot going on today. This hour is exciting. We're going to introduce you to a good friend of the organization here shortly. But I want to remind you, you need to remember, you can give all day, including right now, at www.mpgivingday.org. So do me a favor, A, go and donate. B, share it with somebody that you love, because if you love something as much as My Possibilities, why wouldn't you want to share it with others? So do me a favor and go donate. I'm excited about having our next guest here. You know, we've had great hipsters that have been on. We saw Bolton Ramsey earlier, but this is really one that's back to the mission of the organization. I'd like to introduce you to a longtime volunteer and friend of the organization, Miss Jenny Rogers. Good to see you. You have a cup right there. That's for you. Yep. There's nothing in the cup, but it's fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I am doing well. It's been a magical day so far. In the spirit of giving, we're here to talk to you a little bit about kind of your history and your giving back to the organization. So tell us a little bit, how did it all get started?
Well, we're a local small business. We manufacture what's called pulsation dampeners.
I'm sorry. Say that again. Pulsation dampeners.
Yes.
Okay.
So you need to get your mind out of the gutter.
It's not there.
It is, they are vessels that go on pumps and regulate high temperatures, chemicals, and all sorts of things I don't know about. So
this is like it's a manufacturing company that provides a safety device.
Yes. It basically regulates pulsation of different materials and contents and temperature and all that jazz.
That's all.
But that is not my job there, so that's why I can't.
You're not one of the engineers dealing with the pulsation.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
My dad is, John Rogers. But we were kind of in a place of really needing to grow as a company, and we hired 3 consultants to come in, and one of those being Larry Solomon. And we had never heard of My Possibilities, and we had an internal community outreach program. And so we came to learn about MP through Larry, and I was all in before actually even visiting. But once I visited, the hipsters reeled me in forever.
Yeah, well, they do that. And so how long ago was that? What, 3, 4 years ago?
For sure 3, maybe nearing 4.
And you guys have been a consistent volunteer group and donor group to the organization ever since.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's all sorts of creative ways and platforms to give. That's one thing I like. And so today there's a big push, but there's also other neat ways to give. You know, for example, we sponsor a part of the counseling department. And different neat fundraisers that y'all do so well throughout the year.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're all in as long as we can be.
Well, I appreciate that very much, and I hope others realize that there's a lot of different ways to give. The first is mpgivingday.org, and you can do that right now. You can volunteer, and we're actually going to get to meet some of your volunteers here shortly when we kick out to our on-site reporter. We've got a video that we put together last year. It's a Why I Give video, and you star in it. Can we show that?
Yes, absolutely.
Fantastic. Let's watch that.
My name is Jenny Rogers, and this is my giving story. My Possibilities is a nonprofit in Plano, Texas that is a continuing education program for adults with special needs. We lovingly refer to the adults with special needs as hipsters, hugely important people. It is a phenomenal organization. I found out about a couple years ago. My first, and I would say that really captured my heart, and my first memory was when I first volunteered with my company here. And that day, you know, the employees came in, we all had our stuff from the world and just kind of ho-hum attitudes, and I watched all of that shed off as the volunteering time proceeded, and that we were just around the hipsters. Their love is all-encompassing. You know, giving is a part of setting them up for, you know, all their potential that's inside. You just interact like you do with anybody else, and visiting and talking about life and TV shows and struggles in life and goals and dreams. They're just the same as us. They've been often cast aside in society, so taking that time to relationally show up for the hipsters is hugely important. My name is Jenny Rogers, and this is my giving story. I give to my possibilities.
That is such a wonderful video. So I just want to say thank you another 50 times. That really does sort of sum it up. And I think what's nice about that is in that video, you know this and I know this, the audience may not know this, but the video was filmed in our old home.
Yeah.
And so that was roughly maybe 8-9 months ago,
Yeah.
and we moved into this big, beautiful campus here, which is the first higher educational campus of its kind for people with disabilities.
A beautiful place.
So it's nice to look back and kind of see where it's come from and where we're going. So what I'd like to do now is kick it over. So PPC has a I think that's a good point. You know, the world believes that to make an impact, you have to be a big business, and that's just not the case. Big businesses certainly make a difference, but you don't have to have 5,000 employees to make an impact. In fact, I would argue the smaller businesses out there, the PPCs of the world, the 50 to 100 employees, and even smaller than that, by coming out and being hands-on and giving back face-to-face, I believe that makes a bigger impact than somebody who's just able to, you know, maybe write a check. We love the check too, which is why you should go to mpgivingday.org and check that box for us today. Veronica Applebottom or Veronica Apple Mountain or Veronica Thor? Nope, we have lost. We have lost Veronica Thor. Fun fact: it was Veronica Apple Mountain. She got married last week to Thor.
Yes,
and so it's Veronica Thor. We'll see her later. Congrats. So unfortunately, ladies, Thor is off the market. So at this point, what I'd like to do now is say thank you to everybody who's giving, and thank you to PPC again for being here today. Don't forget, we've got more stuff coming up. We'll get to hear back from Bolton Ramsey. We just found out our good friend Ross Bob is going to join us today, which is exciting. Another musical guest later on today. It's going to be exciting, so don't forget mpgivingday.org where you can donate now, and we'll see you every hour on the hour for the rest of the day. See you soon.